One of the biggest community events of the month will take place tomorrow as bright green will line the downtown streets.
The 44th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Sioux Falls will kick off the unofficial start to spring.
In tonight's Eye on Kettleland, Julia Lynn spoke with this year's committee about the celebration that dates back to the 1980s.
A sea of green is traditionally seen as the city of Sioux Falls gears up for the 44th St. Patrick's Day Parade, a celebration that was started in 1980 by a woman who wasn't Irish at all.
It was kind of a spontaneous thing where Sylvia Henkin had gotten on the radio and had said, I think we should have a parade in Sioux Falls for St. Patrick's Day.
Henkin got the idea after seeing the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York and thought Sioux Falls could do the same. Patrick Murphy attended the first parade and says they only had 3 days' notice.
But it was one of those deals where it was, let's see what happens. And I think everybody was just kind of amazed at the turnout, both by participants and by people that came down on short notice to watch it.
During the first years of the parade, the route was different than the one we know today.
I would say it was comparable to what we see today. It was spread out more as far as distance, and so I think now it's kind of concentrated into Phillips Avenue. But at that time, it was a more spread out route.
This year's Grand Marshal Denise Ferry was also in the very first parade.
I actually had our two daughters in the parade. I had a Brownie troop, and I had them go in the parade. So our two daughters were in the very first parade. And then 2 years ago, our oldest granddaughter was Miss Shamrock.
Throughout the decades, Ferry says it gets better and better each year.
And what amazes me is the amount of people that come down for the parade. I mean, it's just huge. People just love it.
For many, the parade is a way to connect with their heritage.
Because it's my mother, because I can keep her memory going, and because she was such a major part of my life and my sister's life.
Dick Murphy, the brother of Patrick Murphy, says their family has been a part of the parade since it started.
Our family, as you know, has always celebrated our Irishness, and that gives us a chance to, gather at the time of St. Patrick's Day, and that's been very much a part of our own pride.
Dick previously owned the beloved Mrs. Murphy's Irish Gifts downtown with his wife, and although closed now, he says the parade allows them to continue their connection with the city.
Well, I feel that we've immersed into our community a lot of Irish paraphernalia, a lot of things that people will look back on as part of our history of being a store owner. We gathered up a lot of friends over those years and started a certain pride within a lot of other families to want to join us and be a part of it.
Sean Cleary has been the committee chair for 11 years and was appointed by the person who started it all.
So she tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, you're going to be the guy. And trust me, when you get appointed by Sylvia Henkin, you listen and you do what you're told.
Through the years, they've had bagpipe groups play and planes draw shamrocks in the sky. However, their overall mission is to simply keep the tradition alive.
But that's really the goal, is just to keep celebrating our Irish heritage and to keep our spirits alive.
For next year's celebration, a whole new generation will take over.
Ryan Murphy himself will be the committee chair next year. And of course, he's the son of Dick and the nephew of Pat. And another generation of younger Irish guys and gals that will come up and keep the parade going for perhaps another 45 years, we hope.
So it's a time of recalling, family traditions and family memories. And that's the highlight for me, and I think for most of the people.
With Eye on Kettleland, I'm Julia Lynn.
And the parade starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow with the traditional painting of the shamrock starting at 11 a.m. in front of the First National Bank on Phillips Avenue. This year, they expect 40 to 50,000 people.
Wow.